A man dropped a white serpent into the bathtub shared by his 2 daughters. The snake bared its fangs and swam ever closer, yet neither girl showed any fear. By tribal law, whomever the white serpent chose would become the mountain god's wife, gaining the right to rule over the entire clan. My younger sister stood up, cheeks flushed. She had done everything she could to catch the serpent's eye, but it never chose her. Instead, it glided toward me, curled quietly in the corner. Once chosen by the serpent, I was naturally betrothed to the mountain god. My sister completely lost it. On the wedding day, she abandoned me midway and took my place to marry the mountain god. What she didn't expect was that her abandoning me led to me accidentally saving the Fox clan's young lord. Lord Hu fell for me at first sight and brought me back to his clan. After we married, I bore him a 9-tailed fox child and helped him ascend to become a true deity. Meanwhile, my sister, after marrying the mountain god, was reduced to one of many concubines, living in misery. The mountain god's true form was a flood dragon, cruel and volatile by nature. He later descended into darkness to cultivate a demonic body, bringing ruin to all those around him. Jealous of how well my life was going, my sister visited under the pretense of checking on me, then grabbed me and dragged us both off a cliff. When I opened my eyes again, we'd both gone back to the day of the sacrifice. This time my sister spoke first. She'd had feelings for the fox all along, and asked me to take him in her place. Ridiculous, a terrifying spirit creature like the fox. I could barely stand the thought of being near him. He'd practically have to beg to come to my door. Since we're both destined to be a mountain god's bride, Father, I'd like to choose Lord Hu. The moment I heard those words, I knew my sister had also been reborn. Our village had long worshipped 2 mountain gods, one a flood dragon on the verge of full transformation, the other a fox spirit, bright and elegant. In our previous life, my sister and I were chosen as sacrificial brides to the mountain gods. She'd used our parents' favoritism to claim the flood dragon's token first, then tossed the fox's token to me. I'd heard the flood dragon was fierce and dangerous, worried my sister would suffer if she married him. I willingly took him. The fox was said to be gentle and tender, a much better match for my sister. But in this life, after she took the fox's token, she switched her argument entirely. Sister, the fox is physically frail. His cultivation is weak. Your sister is worried you'd suffer if you married him. So let me marry the fox, and sister should take the flood dragon. Our mother, listening, quietly tugged at my sister's sleeve. Pianwan. That flood dragon's cultivation is immense. His power is extraordinary. You'd go in as a proper mountain god's wife. That fox spirit is weak in body. He doesn't look like he'll live long. But my sister didn't care at all. She reassured our parents instead. Don't worry, mother, father. When I get there, I'll make sure to secure my place as the mountain god's wife. A flash of golden light passed through her eyes. With that settled, our parents had nothing more to say. Following village custom, they prepared a sedan chair and bridal robes for each of us, ready to send us out of the village at the appointed hour. But our parents favored my sister. They emptied their pockets to stock her up with all manner of protective herbs. The mountains are full of miasma. You'll need plenty of medicine. If you feel unwell at any point, you'll have something on hand. As for me, aside from the sedan chair, I was given nothing, but I didn't mind. After all, living beside Lord Hu, not having medicine would indeed make life difficult day and night. The sedan chairs were set down before the mountain god's shrine. We sat inside and quietly waited for our divine grooms to arrive. Then suddenly my sister spoke to me. Sister, you and I are bound by deep sisterly love. To think that even in marriage we both ended up as mountain god brides. We must look after each other from here on. Then, she let out a quiet laugh. Lord Fox has always been pure-hearted and devoted. I'm sure he'll dote on me endlessly. Sister, if you ever feel wronged in the future, feel free to come to me.